Well, I've officially completed another small section that's open between two fire closures, and got some text messages telling me about new fire closures ahead, and you know, I was just like, if I could just get out of Oregon, maybe in Washington I can actually, you know, hike the Pacific Crest Trail without all of this headache, like just actually hike miles. I knew that they had evacuated Cascade Locks, which is right on the Oregon side of the Columbia River, but right, you know, on the state line. The fire has apparently jumped the gorge and is now on the Washington side. So stupid, but like, I don't know, if I don't get to walk across the Bridge of the Gods, I don't know if it's closed yet. I don't know exactly where it jumped the gorge, but that's gonna be awful. I'm being such a baby, and here I am being all selfish and, you know, upset about missing, you know, a big part of the trail that I was looking forward to. But, you know, I just think about all the people who live in these areas, and their homes and their businesses are at risk, and like, I don't know, just imagine what all of them must be going through. No matter what happens here moving forward, I just need to enjoy everything around me every day and all of the beauty that I'm immersed in, and just be proud that I have this opportunity and for all the amazing things I've already seen, and, you know, what's left to come before I get to Canada, even if I'm flying in a firefighting helicopter. I'm just gonna keep doing all I can and keep trucking along and keep trying to see the sunny side of it. And when I stand at that monument, if it hadn't been burned down by the time I get there, it's really gonna be something special. I reckon nature just shows that it's boss, right?
I bet you could take it to another guy and get it like patched.
Dun 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 dun! Reached another closure border, and another one bites the dust.
Ragnar, no.
You're breaking the rules! Your life is in danger! I kissed Ragnar's butt. That's what Mom used to say, stuff like that. Like if you had chocolate on your mouth or whatever, she'd be like, you look like you've been kissing the dog's butt, you know, and she would say stuff like that. Yeah. Oh God, my sock dust just flew y'all's way. So the past 2 days we spent time near Highway 20, kind of north and south of it, getting that little chunk between two of the fire closures. We're walking this little road walk right now to Bright Bush Lake, and then we'll hike north to Olali Lake to get that section, and then might stay there tonight. But tomorrow we actually get to hike a full day without any backtracking, and just get to head towards Timberline Lodge, as long as nothing spreads or any fire closures you know, increase in size. Then we should get to hike all the way to Timberline Lodge, and even just a little north of there to Low Pass. And that's pretty much all of the open trail left in Oregon, which is disappointing, but again, staying on the sunny side, just gonna enjoy what I can of everything, and, you know, take in what beauty each day has to offer. I was caught red-handed picking berries. It's not dirt, that's it. Well, maybe a little bit of it is, but berry juice. There's Perk, there's Milestone, and there's little Rags. Anyway, it's easy to see that we are the only folks that have been through here in a while. These last couple stretches have been really, really beautiful, and like, I just can't get over all the berries. Looking outside my tent this morning, it looks overcast and smoky. And like Perk said, at least we get a new combination today. Something different. My throat is a little bit sore today, and Milestone said she noticed that she's been coughing like last night and this morning. It's probably because we've been living in smoke for at least over 2 weeks now. Some days are better than others, but I can just see it now. How did y'all end up getting off trail? Oh, well, we ended up with emphysema. I mean, it's probably really not funny, but you gotta make yourself laugh at things, you know, to keep your spirits high. So I'm feeling pretty high-spirited today because I actually get to walk. I think I'm gonna do about 27 to 28 miles without seeing the same thing twice. And then tomorrow I get to do it again. So I just saw lightning strike over that way. It's been a thundering. The main concern right now is that we don't want lightning to strike and make more fire. It's raining. A little heavier than sprinkling now. But it's all right. I think I've only got 6 to 7 miles until I'm aiming to set up camp, so I think I can stomach 6 or 7 miles of this. Milestone called today at lunch and reserved a room at Timberline Lodge for tomorrow night. So we should be there tomorrow afternoon sometime. Might have to be an early morning in the morning, but that's okay. And so we're staying at the lodge, and y'all might recognize outside of it from the movie The Shining. So if it looks familiar to you, that'd be why. And they have the axe there, but you have to axe the front desk to see it, so. I've always thought that the forest is so beautiful after it rains. All these critters that love the rain, they're coming out to play. My favorite part of the day is this moment right here where I have just set up my tent, climbed in, and I'm about to take off my shoes, and I've busted out another successful day of hiking. Well, I don't really get blisters, but I sure got one right there. And it's getting a little too close to my poor pitiful toenail that's trying to grow back. So I reckon it's time to pop it. I don't like being yelled at in the mornings. Can you holler without flicking your tail? Try again. Try again. I'm giving this Crater Lake thing a second try. Well, kind of. I just saw a little sign for a side trail that says Little Crater Lake, so well, it won't be the same thing. Maybe it'll still be pretty. You acting like you're not alive? We've had ice. We've had fire and smoke. And now we have high Yeti danger. Lodge with Mount Hood lurking in the background.
If you do that within a half an hour, I can ask Brad to delay. I said it to you.
We'll see what's up there now. This was in one of the corbels that bracketed the big name fancy door upstairs.
Yeah. Milestone's man Scott came to pick us up here at Timberline Lodge, but we still have one little piece of Oregon left, which is north of here. So Perk and I, who is gonna be the passenger in this Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, because I haven't driven since, like, you know, May. And I reckon, but I know it's a ride at Disney World, or used to be. But anyhow, so we're fixing to drive up to Lolo Pass, which is the last, like the most northern point in Oregon on the PCT that you can through hike to now. So anyhow, we're going up there and gonna park the car.
Back the car.
Yeah, and then Milestone and her man Scott are going to hike north from here, get the car, and come back and get Park and I. So it's our last day in Oregon. Everything you want in the box to the right. So far, keeping it between the mustard and the mayonnaise. Park said we're gonna avoid ketchup because that's a bad sign. So far, I haven't even checked the speed. So far, I'm doing good.
It's funny, it just says 35. Oops, I missed it. And back there was a suggested 40. So how could the suggested be higher than the autobus?
This is the closure, the south end of the closure that leads all the way up to the Columbia River. So the gorge up there, up north, on the border of Washington and Oregon. And that is why this is our last day in Oregon, because we can't go any further from this point. So now we're about to head south, back to Timberline Lodge area. This is definitely more of what I envisioned that Oregon would look like. Very green, water. And I love a green tunnel. Even with all of the smoke and everything, there still has been a beauty to Oregon. And you know, it's been a state that I never got to really explore before, so even though I didn't see it in its most pristine condition, I can always come back. You know, I came out here to hike the Pacific Crest Trail, not to see Crater Lake, and not to see Sisters, and not to see, you know, all this. So of course that's all part of it. It really has shown me several things, and allowed me to meet some awesome people. You know, I've added some new members to the family, Milestone and Ragnar, and met some awesome, you know, trail angels that have really helped us a lot in getting around, you know, all of these closures and just dealing with the logistics. And it really would have been very difficult to do without them and their kindness. And most importantly, it's helped me prove to myself that, you know, no matter what is thrown my way, I am extremely committed to finishing this, because I came to THRU-HIKE the PCT, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So we can't go across the Bridge of the Gods as far as I know, but we're still gonna walk into Washington, and we're just doing it over a bridge. Well, we made it to the other side of the bridge, and yeah, Mother Nature can start some fires and take out the bridge of the gods, by God, but she ain't gonna stop us from getting into Washington. And notice that I said that, you know, after I crossed the bridge, just in case.